lot of the movies in the MCU haven't been serious lately, but that one was just good at not being serious.
Mm. Did you like the earlier Thor movies though?
They were not good. They were really not good.
So the complete opposite of Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok was amazing. The other Thor movies were disappointing.
I mean, I definitely agree, although I also found Ragnarok kind of boring, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got accepted here today, also known as Hunter Jack, earlier on in the season. First time captain, first time RD2L even. How are you doing today, Huncho?
I'm doing pretty good. Sitting at my girlfriend's house.
Just chilling? Alright.
Yeah.
So, let's jump right into it here. First question. You were saying, of course, you're the first time RD2L, first time captain even. What made you want to captain your first season?
Well, I was just gonna play, and I picked DST Sunday so I could play carry as an ancient one player when I signed up. And then people were saying, "Oh, we need captains. Not a lot of people are gonna be able to play." And I said, "Well, I guess I'm playing captain this season." It's just a luck of the draw, I guess. I wasn't against being a captain, so I just changed my sign up.
Mm-hmm. Was the player draft a little bit harder because you hadn't had, or you don't really know anybody in the scene yet?
I had like a War Room Council, I had Smack Tricks, I had a Mane, I had a lot of Monday people, and they were just telling me, "Oh, you should pick that person." And then in the third round, I accidentally picked someone that I probably shouldn't have, but I love my team now. But at the time, I was like, "Oh God, I picked the wrong person," because I was trying to pick a mid third round, and I picked another support. So,
Well, you ended up with the GOAT mid in Seville. What makes you call him the GOAT, as you said in your last week review this week?
okay. So Sievel's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He can beat anyone mid. I've seen him beat Divine 5 players, and you look at him like, how do you do that? You're Legend 3. He has the best laning of any Legend player I've ever seen. And it doesn't make sense.
And you knew nothing about him going into the draft either.
Absolutely nothing about him. I just knew he was a mid player, and I wasn't going to pick him Invoker. That's it.
Not a huge fan of Invoker then.
No, he just is not good at it.
Alright. Did he tell you that, or did you make that decision?
I looked at his Dota buff. He's not playing Invoker.
That's a good way to make a very informed decision there.
Yeah.
We're going to move actually to your offlane position now. Alpaca, probably one of the candidates for best offlane of the season. I got to praise your picks for him, actually. Really outside the box heroes that I also enjoy playing. You got Jakiro, Quap, Zeus pick offlane. What makes you pick these outside the box offlaners for him?
Well, he has a couple other outside the box offlaners that aren't being stated. I'm not trying to give away my draft secrets, but I pick in these because some of them win the lane, like Jakiro. It wins the lane against carries when the supports want to rotate. And if the supports don't rotate, both of our other lanes are free, which is really good for us because I usually have a 1v1 lane. I'm kind of sacked on the team, which is good. I like being sacked because I can 1v1 pretty much anyone in the offlane, other than Shay, because that kind of sucks. I pick in something that will have a good lane like the Jakiro, the Quap, the Zeus, and I think we've only picked Zeus in our games against Terrorblade, and it's a complete counter. So yeah. And he asks me to pick a lot of these heroes.
More fun heroes to play, more fun than Pit Lord and Omni Knight, I would think, anyways.
Yeah, we picked him Pit Lord once and he won, which was good. But we've picked him Tidehunter a few times, and we realized through that, like, Tidehunter is not what you put your best player on. Ever.
Yeah, the hero doesn't really do much. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about your support player, one of the two support players, Paprika, has a 75% win rate on Disruptor so far through 4 games, which is pretty solid, I think. 3 out of 4 is pretty good. In your opinion, what makes Paprika's Disruptor so successful?
Well, last week in our game two, yeah, it was our game two. I was, I think it was our game two at least. I was playing OD safe lane. He was playing the Disruptor, and he completely harassed an Underlord out of lane by himself. That doesn't make sense. He just is able to do things with that hero that don't make sense. He also understands the send back. He understands his ult. He understands the cage. He understands everything about the hero. That so his disruptor is just really solid pick, and it's a really good hero to pick for him, and it's a really good hero in general.
And he ended up going 10, 4, and 20 on Disruptor, which is pretty surprising for a support player.
That doesn't surprise me. He has a weird way of living through anything. And he'll juke people and he's like, I got these guys. I got them. And if he doesn't live through it, he'll just laugh it off. But if he does get through it, he's just like yelling in our Discord channel. It's hilarious.
One of the more vocal players, then, I would assume.
At the beginning, he wasn't, but like he got super vocal once we just started memeing together and playing together and being friends and stuff.
All right. So you guys ended up getting the 2-0 last week. I think, yeah, Paprika played Disruptor, second game. You also have Trickster. Is it Trickster Lad? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's Trickster Lad.
Has there was another player earlier this season that I questioned a captain about that had a ton of games on support Rubik. Trickster Lad has 458 games on support Rubik and 276 games on both Lion and Pudge. But he has that many games on both of those heroes, all 3 of those heroes. But you've only picked support Rubik once and not picked Lion or Pudge once. Where are all those picks at?
I think Rubik, he needs to be picked in specific drafts unless Siebel's playing him mid. Actually, we even picked that in specific drafts. Like, he's not extremely strong by himself. He needs to be like a 5 that he needs to be either a 5 that does little to nothing with a 4 that does everything, or he's a 4 with a 5 that does everything. I don't think the hero's that good by himself. That's my opinion on him. Lion, I think he's okay. Just never comes up in the draft. It's just, why would I pick Lion when I could pick him Tusk, or I could pick a Dark Willow, or I could pick, I don't know, not Spirit Breaker, because he's not very good at Spirit Breaker, but you get what I mean. Like, he's good at heroes that do shit. And I don't know, Rubik doesn't do shit by itself.
Did you happen to mention Pudge in there? I didn't quite catch that.
I did not mention Pudge. I've never seen him play Pudge. I'm hesitant to pick Pudge.
Sounds like you should pick the Pudge in the Do or Die games coming up this week.
Sure, why not?
Question for you now accepted. We're moving right along here. You've been playing OD safe lane quite a bit. What makes that hero such a value pick for you and your team at this point?
He's just really good at beating really tanky heroes in lane, like Underlord, Tidehunter, stuff like that. And I think the last 2 games I played it in RD2L, I was against an Underlord. I get like 4 or 5 levels up, and they can no longer be in the lane because I'll just spam Q on them. And I can kill them solo without my supports around. It makes really hard lanes. It's the same reason that you'd pick a Monkey King, but he's ranged and it's an OD who's a really good hero.
Are there other offlaners to pick?
I mean, if they pick a Nyx, that would suck. Other than that, I don't think I'd be scared of pretty much any offlaner. I might be scared of a Bat Rider because he's just scary.
So there's how you beat Xccepted. You ban that safe lane OD and you'll have a really good time. We're going to move on to the last player now, RS. He is the 5th pick for you guys, plays mainly support, only played 6 games for you. Does the drafting strategy change whenever he is in the game?
Not really. Well, I mean, we'll pick Spirit Breaker more often because he's a better Spirit Breaker than the other 2 supports. He can play pretty much any role. He plays mid in his pubs, he plays carry in his pubs, he plays support in his pubs. I don't think I've ever seen him play off lane, but I don't think we've ever played a game without Alpaca. So it's never been a necessity. He plays every role to a really he's either second or third best in every single role on our team, which is amazing especially for a 5th pick.
Mm-hmm.
He also has gained enough MMR to be the 4th highest on our team. He's higher than both Paprika and Seville now, which is kind of funny. Him being our last pick and such.
All right. So that is going to wrap it up for the interview portion. We're going to move on to the Dota buff quiz now, which I hope you've been studying all week for.
Oh, I've been studying my ass off for something I didn't know I had to do.
All right. Perfect. All right. So we're going to jump right in. What is your longest match in Dota?
That depends. Do you count my first game in this season?
No. See, I was
Okay,
expecting
don't count
that, but it's pub games.
Okay, pub games, it was a gyrocopter game. I went 24-24.
And did you win or lose the game?
I won the game with a rapier.
Yes. Do you know how long it was?
A little over 2 hours or a little under 2 hours, like either 1:59 or like 2:02 or something.
It was exactly 2:02:15, but 15 seconds off for 2 hours is pretty damn good, I'll say.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll give you that one. Second question, what is the item you have ended the game with the most?
Ended the game with the most. It's going to be a boot. It's going to be... Wait, do boots count?
Yes.
Power treads.
Got it right on the nose. I'm surprised you got that one.
I'm not.
By a lot of power treads, I guess. So third question, What is the hero that owns your highest kill-death assist ratio?
For how many games? Over how many games?
This is for like over 100 or so games.
Over 100?
Yes. Or let me actually check if you have more than 100 on this hero. Because you might not actually. Yeah, you have over 100. So it narrows it down a little bit.
All right. Highest KDA for over 100. Now, this is going to be interesting. It's either going to be... Ooh. Do I have 100 on Morphling yet? I don't think I have 100 on Morphling. Do I have 100 on Morphling? That's...
You do.
Kind of important. It's going to be Morphling then.
Got it right there. It is Morphling with, I'm not going to make you guess the exact because that's going to be impossible, but it is 1,438, 442 deaths, and 960 assists. So that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right, fourth question. What is your win rate this month while playing the core role?
Ooh, that's a hard one. This month while playing the core role, I'm gonna say 58%.
61%.
It's better than I thought.
Yeah, doing a little bit better than you thought, anyways. So, final question. This is a pretty relevant question. In the game you played as Sven just a little bit ago, can you name 6 of Tinker's items?
Can I name 6 of them?
Yes.
Boots of Travel. Woo! I got that one. Blink.
Got one.
He got a Aether Lens. He got a
No Aether Lens.
He bought one earlier. Damn.
Okay, so he must have sold that one. I'm saying ended the game with.
Scythe of Ice. He had a Necro Book.
Yes.
He had a Dagon and a BKB.
Got pretty much all of them. And I was going to throw in Soul Ring and Bottle just if you guessed those, but they're pretty much intermediate items, so we won't count those. but got it right on the nose, actually.
I didn't know he sold his Aetherlands.
Apparently he did, because I didn't even know he won it. So that'll wrap it up for this week. Probably the last interview for this season. Believe it or not, it's gone by so fast. You have anything to say about your matches this week? You guys are 8-6, I believe.
We're 8-6. We have to win one game to secure playoffs, no matter what. So we're gonna win at least one game. That's all I'm gonna say. And if we win 2, I'm gonna knock out my boy Schmerda, the Pudge spammer on Vinyl's team. God, that'd be so awesome. I call him Schmierda all the time because Mierda's shit.
Got him. Going up against Melliflax, Cup of Joe, a couple of guys I've played with as well. Should be a good series. Be looking forward to that one. Wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
Good luck in your games.
Thanks, dude.